Hi, this is Sue from Vital Village Metaphysical Shop, and here is another lesson in tripping off into the Akashic Records. Okay, so this is what I learned today. We can, from our language, we can pick up a lot of clues about where we are supposed to travel into the records so that, our goal is to bring all our energy up to the present moment, right? So that we can create the best possible present and future and not worry so much about looking in the rearview mirror all the time. We do know that our previous experiences filter our current reality. So whenever you get clues, you can travel back in the Akashic Records to, the time will be indicated in the clue. Like for the last few days, I've been joking that I'm 6 in the spiritual world because I behave like I'm 6 years old sometimes, and I go on such faith and trust that when I'm in the records, I do what I'm told. Really, in the healing experience, you become a conduit, and a very trusting conduit, because it's a safe place, and you can really spread your wings and learn about yourself while you're helping heal somebody else. That's how it goes. It's pretty cool. So I've been joking about being 6 years old, and so I had to go into the records to find out why 6 was such a pivotal time in my life. So I did. I went down the rabbit hole. I was in the Akashic Records, and they took me on the full tour of being 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. I think by the time I got to about 11, that was enough. I had to get out because it was a lot. You process so much information, and it's actually a little bit hard on the physical body. And that's the hair, because I do it in the tub. It's so much easier to do it in water than trying to wade through our atmosphere. Sometimes our air is so energy full, and it's not conducive. But water always is, especially if you do a little Reiki on it before getting into it, and bless that water and show it your gratitude, for God's sakes. It's what gives us life. Anyhow, so the point of my story is, in the records, I kept saying to myself things like, can I burn into the future now? Or like, I've burned quite a line into the past. And what I saw was that I was actually burning a line. So something is open, and it needed to be sealed up so that I would be able to leave the past and heal it. So what came to me was Saint Germain of the Violet. He's all about the violet flame, and he has a temple of the violet flame. So Deborah Wood, I think that's her name, Deborah Wood. I might be mistaken. I burn through material too, and I'm grateful for it, and I use it, and then I forget about it, and that's the true sign of healing, right? You can see my ADD, and people think it's attention deficit disorder, but it's actually attention dialed to a higher dimension. How cool is that? So that's my excuse. Squirrel. Okay, so I think her name is Deborah Wood, and I think she's through the Mind Valley Institute, and I think she does she talks about the sutras, and she'll sell you a course about the sutras, which I find very similar to Reiki. You can explore. Anyways, she does a free meditation you can download about going into the the violet flame. And the first time I did it, I tripped out. I lost myself. I don't even remember the meditation. So that's how deep it was. Usually when you trip off and forget where you are, like you think you were sleeping, you went on a deep journey, and it worked. So you can trust it. Then I had to replay it. Like I had to re-sign up and the webinar or whatever, and wait for the next time it came around so that I could listen to it awake to see exactly where I had been and the journey I'd been on, and I had no recollection, but it was still cool to see what tripped me out, and that's kind of fun. So this is a huge rabbit hole. I'm spending my entire life doing this, and I'm in the middle of the journey, so I'm not sure exactly where it's taking me yet. I haven't reaped the benefits. I can't attest to you that it has worked wildly successfully for me so far. It is, but I'm still on the journey, so I've still got a lot ahead of me. Not, even though you can spend your whole life on it, it feels like minutes. So, before you leave the records, ask for Ascended Master Saint Germain to please come forward with his holy fire, or to journey to the temple of the holy fire to meet him there, whichever way you're guided. And then tell him you want to seal up what was burned open just now, like to help you heal it. Because the reason we're traveling back is to bring pieces of ourselves forward. We reclaim our soul. So what we have left behind is sort of a burnt trail. It's sort of like taking your Jeep through the mud in the spring, and then in the summer when it all dries up, you can see the trail, but it's injured the landscape. So you want to clean it up. That's the best, but it cleans you up. It helps heal where you've been, and it closes the journey so that it's not wide open, it's not painful, you're not inflicting it on yourself. It's clear. So the Temple of the Holy Flame. And it has a lot to do, I think, with this whole Reiki concept of the holy fire. I think they work hand in hand, and I haven't tripped off enough to figure out why yet, but I'm getting there. I'm always learning something new, right? So yeah, seal up the past before you come out of the records, and be very careful about burning forward into the future, because it sets things in motion. And what I've decided is I'm not exploring the future so much, because I want it open. I'm putting things in place, and I dream about things, and I do vision boards, and I have set goals for the future. Like today I tripped off, I saw myself at 75. My daughter is pregnant right now, and she's giving birth in June. And I could see myself with her child having a child when I'm about 75. And I really liked it. So I want to keep that. But be careful about burning into the future, because you set things in motion. And even though you're planting a seed, and it's going to grow. So, only think of the best and use caution, because if you're not completely healed and you're still battling yucky things from the past, or you're stabilizing your present, your future starts being charted. And the universe has free will. Leave it open, for God's sakes. You don't have to have everything planned. It's what we're doing is planning our future when we're burning into the future. So there's things you want to leave open. You want experiences. You want a rich life. You want things to surprise you sometimes. Like they say, the present is a gift, so is the future. Leave it as a gift, So use caution about burning into the future, but also use the violet flame to seal it up if you do burn. And I'm literally saying the word burn, like you're burning into the past or the future, because we're in a 3D body. We're in a little human meat suit, and we have amnesia, so we don't necessarily understand linear, like that it's not linear time, it's all existing at once. So I like to go to the past, visit myself, clean up issues, and restore peace, so that my present is cleaner and it makes a brighter future. That's how I'm using the Akashic Records right now. And I really hope that helps anybody who needs this information. So have a great day. This is Sue Crelard from Vital Village Metaphysical Shop, and always with you in light and love. Bye.